Trip season on 7 News. Welcome to Spartanburg. Fun, food, music, and more. 7 News Live. We're on a zip trip in partnership with Dollywood.
Good morning to you. A happy Friday here at Fifth Third Park, home of the Spartanburgers. Quick trivia question for you. When was opening day?
April 15th.
Oh, we got a point on the board for Fred. That's coming up this half
much.
hour. We got trivia with Olivia back. A gorgeous start to our day. The sky is starting to lighten up.
Yeah.
We don't have any rain anymore.
Yeah.
It's kind of a damper this morning.
Yeah, the Spartanburgers, they got their game in last night. They had that delayed start. I guess we're in that time of the year when you can get those late afternoon things that can slow things down, but not necessarily wash it out. Spartanburgers back in action tonight against Wilmington. Two great reasons to come for that 7:05 first pitch. It should have been a Cowboy night, so dress appropriately for that.
Yep.
Of course, it's also Friday, which means it's Fireworks Friday.
And you mentioned the weather elements. Take a look at the field. They cover that baby in minutes. They were talking to us earlier to kind of get it. So, I mean, no wonder it's a gorgeous stadium because the upkeep, they surely keep up with it.
They do a great job, that's for sure. We have got a very, very busy half hour ahead.
We do. We're going to be doing some trivia with Olivia. You already have a point on the board, which I've never trivia'd you. So this is a start. This is exciting.
I'm retiring.
What do you have going on retiring?
Of course, WSPA Waggy Wednesdays are a great thing to do to come out and see the Spartanburgers. The next one will be on June 25th. We're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to have a live animal with us, which will be good. A dog. So we want to check that out coming up shortly.
Pretty exciting. We'll send it over now to 7 News meteorologist Dan Bickford for a check of our weather on your Friday. What do we need to know for ahead of the game tonight, Dan?
It's going to be kind of like yesterday. We're going to have hit and miss showers and thunderstorms around. Whether they're right over the stadium at that point during the game, unknown, because it's just the random nature of the storms that we're going to see. Still going to be a little bit of light rain out there this morning, especially around and just north of the 85 corridor. This will gradually fade, but we still have a few light raindrops out there stretching from northeastern Georgia across the northern upstate into some of the southern foothills. Still might get a sprinkle on either side of that, but we're not anticipating a whole lot of rain this morning. Temperatures right now upper 60s and lower 70s across the upstate. We've got plenty of 60s in western North Carolina. We'll watch for a little patchy fog in a few spots this morning. We're headed to the 80s again. We'll be close to 80 in the mountains. Watch for the redevelopment of a few showers and thunderstorms on a hit and miss basis this afternoon into this evening. Like last night, we may have some showers continue overnight, and the weekend looks similar. I'll have that look ahead coming up. Now let's take a look at live drive traffic. We are still looking at smooth sailing across the area, no backups. The roads have been wet, but since we have seen the heavy rain leave, especially where there's been a lot of traffic, that's kind of dried out the roadways. Here's a look at 85 and the interchange with the Southern Connector. It's in great shape going in both directions. We're getting closer to that time, though, where traffic volume will start to pick up, so be prepared as we may see some slowdowns in a few spots over the next hour. Back out now to Fifth Third Park.
Thanks, Dan. 6:33 is the time on this Friday morning. Our zip trip continues. We are, of course, at Fifth Third Park, the Fraction, the home of the Hub City Spartanburgers, or Burgers for short.
That's right. Leaders in charge of bringing the team to the area say this has been a long time coming. Our 7 News' Taylor Farmer has the story.
Go Spartanburgers!
Before the crack of a wooden bat echoed through the stadium, before fans cheered on the home team, before any of these seats were filled, Fifth Third Park, home of the Spartanburgers, was merely a dream.
Opening day, baby, let's go!
For years, Spartanburg city leaders say they've dreamed of an entertainment hub for the area, an economic engine that could catapult the city forward. After the purchase of the 13 acres signed by the Johnson Group, in 15 months, a new ballpark was built, bringing minor league baseball back to the Burg.
It made my day, the day I heard that.
For many, it was exciting to name the team, see the stadium, shop for some swag, and cheer on the new team in town. For manager Chad Comer, it was also neat to experience a new atmosphere, new fans, and a new city.
From a Tuesday night to a packed Friday night, there's great fans here, and the turnout's been awesome, and I know the guys love playing in it.
Before the birth of the Spartanburgers, the Texas Rangers High A affiliate played in Hickory, North Carolina, which is now the Low A affiliate, and the Low A affiliate played in Kingston, North Carolina. The shakeup took the team away from North Carolina into a growing area of South Carolina, right here in Sparkle City.
I moved a couple days before the groundbreaking, so I've seen it go from raw land to what we're sitting in right now. And I've always felt like the community has truly embraced not only the vision, but now the reality.
The reality of having more than 5,000 fans fill the stands. Whether you're grabbing a burger with several toppings to choose from.
Of course, the food is great here, and of course, no surprise, they are known for the burgers.
Or here to cheer on your favorite player. The atmosphere has been electric. Colmer says not only for the fans, but for his team. He's impressed with the construction of their home ballpark.
I think the stadium's like built to almost be a AAA stadium, and it's nicer than a lot of AAA stadiums. Like underneath we have coaches' offices, we have a coach's locker room, we have a manager's office, a manager meeting room, we have a video room, and then we have 2 full indoor cages that are underneath the stadium that go right into our weight room.
Surrounding the Hub City Spartanburgers has undoubtedly been excitement.
I was really excited to get into a community that was also excited, and I think that's really important, is what takes you from, you know, a successful year 1 team to a successful year 2020 team is when the community is behind you all the way.
New equipment, new jerseys, new mascots, new everything. One same goal.
Who's the best team in the league?
Well, of course, it's the Hub City Spartanburgers.
In Spartanburg County, Taylor Farmer, 7 News.
Of course, it's the Hub City Spartanburgers. For all the information on how to get tickets to a game, or if you are looking to get in on some of the events that they hold here at the park, we have all of that for you at WSPA.com.
If you've been here, by the way, on a Friday night, you've seen the fireworks show. They're doing something a little different tonight. You know, I mentioned it should have been a cowboy night. The fireworks tonight are going to be synced to the music of the late Toby Keith. Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah, so that's just another reason to check it out. And oh wait, there's more.
Oh.
Once again, want to mention Spartanburg Red, White, and Boom will be done here at Fifth Third Park on July 4th. They got a 4:35 afternoon game, and then the ticket holders get the first shot at finding a spot to watch and then everybody else can come in after that. It'll be a great night for Spartanburg.
And we found out this morning, of course, your Carolina's Jamarcus Gasson. He's going to be the host, Mr. 864. So that's exciting that he's going to be here. So it looks like we know where we're spending the 4th of July. Our celebration is at Fifth Third Park.
I think we can make those plans right now. Let's send it back to Simone Jameson. She's in the studio. She's got your top stories.
Fred, Olivia, thanks so much. A 7 News update. A South Carolina congressman accused of sharing child sex abuse material was denied bond. Investigators say R.J. May shared several videos of children being sexually abused on the mobile app Kik. We're told agents tracked the activity from an account called Joe Biden 69 with 4 N's to the Republican's home internet and cell phone. A witness from the Department of Homeland Security took the stand yesterday. He said that he believed May to be a danger to young children. Governor Henry McMaster's office sent us a statement that reads in part, "The governor finds the details described in the indictment to be abhorrent, disgusting, and quite disturbing." The U.S. Department of Justice says if convicted, May faces a maximum of 20 years in federal prison. Happening today, candidates can begin filing for Spartanburg County Sheriff. The county's Director of Voter Registration and Elections says the filing fee is around $6,000. The primary will be held on August 5th to determine the contenders who will be on the special election ballot on November 4th. Candidates wishing to fill former Sheriff Chuck Wright's position have until June 21st to file. In a 7 News alert, overdose deaths nationwide are down, and the Spartanburg County coroner says that trend holds true here as well. The CDC says overdose deaths have decreased nationwide by nearly 27%, and they're projected to hit their lowest level since 2019. Coroner Rusty Clevenger says the county saw a marked decrease in overdose deaths last year. He tells us state officials had to not only track the deaths, but where the drugs were coming from.
Had to figure out where the hot spots were at so we could put measures in place to try and, would it be education or whatever took place, and that seems to be working as well.
The Faith Home, a nonprofit Christian recovery center, says beds in their facilities across the upstate stay full. They say anyone seeking help is able to call their facilities or apply online. You can find a link to that on our website, WSPA.com. The South Carolina Office of Resilience is working on an action plan for Helene recovery funding. The U.S. Department of Housing has announced South Carolina will receive more than $150 million in Helene recovery funding. Now the South Carolina Office of Resilience has to create a plan of how the funds will be used. State officials met with the public in Greenwood last night for feedback.
Was this a heavy damage from flooding, or was this a heavy damage from rain? Do we have a lot of mobile homes? Some communities are largely manufactured homes or MHUs or trailers. and some are just regular homes. By the public talking with us, engaging us, giving us their comment, we can better know how to serve them.
The South Carolina Office of Resilience must submit the plan by June 23rd. It's Trivia with Olivia coming up on 7 News. We're heading back out to Fifth Third Park, where Olivia is putting a guest to the test. Stick with us.
Good morning to you and a happy Friday here on a zip trip at Fifth Third Park, home of the Spartan Burgers. I've got Michael McFadden. He is the manager of community relations this morning, and we are talking Trivia with Olivia. We appreciate you being here with us on the crack-a-dawn of your Friday. You were here pretty late last night.
Always.
So we ultimately appreciate you being the first victim in this sacrifice of the sleep to see if you can get your trivia questions right. Any pressure? You think you know a little bit about Spartan Burgers, seeing as you work for them?
I think so.
Okay, so the way it works, we're going to have the producers roll a minute on the clock. We can't see it, but just know you'll need to have some speedy answers to my questions. 7 questions for 7 News. You think you're ready?
I think I'm ready.
No pressure. All right, Ben, we can roll the clock. Let's get into it. Our first question. What league are the Spartan Burgers in?
South Atlantic.
That is correct. When was opening day?
April 15th, 2025.
Can you believe it was 2 months ago? Basically.
Hard to believe.
Hard to believe, yeah, it's flown by. The Spartan Burgers colors.
This one's a little tougher.
Yeah.
Navy blue, green, red, yellow, and brown.
Nailed it. A pitcher on the team, any pitcher.
We'll go with 24, Seth Clark.
He added a number, Seth Clark. We'll give him a bonus point for that one. How many fans can this stadium hold?
5,000.
5,000. That's a lot of fans.
It is.
And the Spartan Burgers' next opponent, not the one that we're playing tonight, for the next series schedule.
Next series, we'll be playing Bowling Green.
That is correct. Our last question, the mascot cheeseburger's name.
His name is Chuck.
Chuck the cheeseburger. We absolutely love it. We're going to put 8 on the board for Mr. McFadden. We appreciate you being here with us this morning. We'll send it over to 7 News' Fred Cunningham. Hey, good morning, Fred.
All right, of course, WSPA Waggy Wednesdays are a big part of the Spartan Burgers experience. We're going to be talking about little ones like this and how you can bring them for the baseball experience straight ahead as our zip trip to Spartanburg continues. Good baby.
Welcome back. 6:47 right now on a gray start to our Friday. Of course, we had rain overnight. That has been diminished. It's just some spotty light showers, but we still have them. They have not gone away. And this may hang on a little bit deeper into the morning. Let's take a closer look at where most of that rain is. And the largest chunk really runs from Stevens County up toward Clayton, Georgia, across Oconee and Pickens counties. Again, just in and out of a little bit of light rain here. That does extend a little farther east, but the activity is more hit and miss, and it is a bit lighter across northern Spartanburg County toward the Gaffney area, even a couple sprinkles around Union. And we're also seeing a couple stray showers up around Rutherfordton and Spindale. All of that's pushing to the east. This will gradually dry up a little bit, but a few more showers, if not a few thunderstorms, may redevelop later today. 70 degrees right now at Falls Park, a bit of a south-southeasterly breeze. 71 at Fifth Third Park in Spartanburg, where the zip trip is ongoing. Biltmore Park in Asheville, currently at 67 degrees. And right now, mostly cloudy skies across the board. The larger area of rain that affected us overnight continues to move away, and it is weakening. We do not have any frontal boundaries across the area, much like yesterday. However, that just contributes to the randomness of the development of showers and thunderstorms, because we've got the very moist atmosphere, a little bit of daytime heating. That should cause some storms and some showers to pop once again later today. A lot of us are in the lower 70s. Toccoa at 69, and we're looking at 60s right now through western North Carolina. Highs today, mainly mid-80s, couple lower 80s in there. So it's going to be warm. It's going to be very humid once again. And in the mountains, we're looking at high temperatures in the upper 70s to lower 80s. For the Spartan Burgers game, kind of like last night, there are going to be some hit-and-miss areas of showers and thunderstorms around. Whether they're right over the ballpark at any given moment, can't tell yet. But that potential is going to be there. Look for temperatures in the lower 80s around first pitch, falling through the 70s later on. And much of the southeast will have that potential for scattered storms. Like yesterday, the threat for any severe weather is very low. Can't rule out a gusty storm. Probably the bigger threat outside of the lightning is going to be some locally heavy rain. And we may see some showers linger into the night once again before the activity does fizzle out. Start off tomorrow morning with some clouds, and we finish the day with, you guessed it, another chance for some scattered showers and thunderstorms. And that that pattern is going to continue on Sunday as well. Highs in the mid-80s through the weekend with lows in the upper 60s to around 70. Storm coverage, storm chances, try to sneak down a little bit early next week. With that, temperatures sneak up a touch, which should get us closer to 90. And in the mountains, lower 80s through the weekend with lows in the mid-60s, mid-80s next week. And we'll continue to have that chance for some scattered showers and thunderstorms each day. Take a look at your live drive traffic right now. Weather not overly affecting the roads. In fact, where we've had the traffic kind of dry things out a little bit, we're in smooth shape right now. We're taking a look at 85 and Highway 101. No issues either direction. Should start to see some slowdowns here over the next 30 minutes, I would imagine, as you get closer to the airport and closer to Highway 14 and Pelham Road, as we typically do this time of day. But right now, no accidents to report, and we're in pretty good shape on the major roads. Send it back out now to Fifth Third Park.
Thank you, Dan. Of course, part of the Hub City Spartanburgers experience is WSPA Waggy Wednesday. That's when you can bring your four-legged friend to the ballpark to watch the game. Angel Cox is here from Spartanburg Humane Society. Who's our other guest?
I got to tell you, this is Diamond. How about that name? It's perfect for the ball field. And if you don't already have one to bring for Wagon Wednesday, here you go.
There you go.
Available for adoption.
Available for adoption. We'll talk about that in a moment. Well, I want to show you one of the earlier Waggy Wednesdays they had. It was our understanding the first time they had this, about 100 dogs were at the ballpark. Now, it sounds like a lot of fun, but maybe what's some good advice if you're going to bring your dog to an environment with lots of other dogs, people, loud, that kind of thing?
You got to know your dog very well. Don't force a dog to be in a crowd like this and loud noise. Also, I would bring your own water. They do have pools, swimming pools with water for the dogs, but sitting in the stands, I did see a lot of dogs, especially with a smashed face, really, really panting. This Wednesday, it was very sunny, so you need to have some water. The other thing I would do is maybe put some paper towel with alcohol in a Ziploc bag, put it in your pocket. If they start to get overheated, just put a little bit on their pads just to slowly cool them down a little bit. It does get hot out here. It's very sunny, but I got to tell you, there were a lot of dogs and they were loving it.
Yeah,
loving it.
And it's great. And if you bring your dog here, you pretty much have free reign. You can go to almost everywhere. There's a couple food areas where the dogs are allowed, but otherwise you can do that. They always have to be kept on a leash. Very, very important. And you have to register in advance. You can do that online. Just takes a couple of minutes.
Exactly.
So that's a great thing to do. The next WSPA Waggy Wednesday will be June 25th with the Spartanburgers. But let's see if we can find, while we're here, we got a Diamond behind us that's covered. Let's take this exposed Diamond and get Diamond a home.
I got to tell you, she is about 3 months old. It would be $195 to adopt her. She's already spayed, microchipped, up to date on her shots, and she's ready for Wagon Wednesday.
And if you wake up in the morning and you want to hang out with Diamond, Diamond's pretty chill in the morning. Great way to get your day started.
Yes, I woke her up bright and early, but look, she's very happy to be here.
Absolutely, and we're glad that you came along this morning once again. Angel, thanks for being with us. Angel Cox from Spartanburg Humane Society, and again, WSPA Waggy Wednesdays with the Spartanburgers. Much more to come on our Zip trip. Oh, a public service reminder. Hey kids, it's Friday. You're watching 7 News.
News live on a Zip trip to Spartanburg in partnership with Dollywood.
Right before 7 is the time. Let's take a live look at Fifth Third Park in downtown Spartanburg as our Zip trip continues here with the Hub City Spartanburgers from the Fraction.
And we have a special giveaway?
I think that would be a good idea. Can you think of an appropriate place to send maybe 4 people?
My favorite place, Dollywood. You and 3 of your friends, or 4 tickets total, a chance to win them. How do we go about it?
So you go to WSPA.com. You'll go to the Dollywood Family Vacation Giveaway. You'll click on that. There's a form to fill out. Then you'll suddenly get to a point where they're going to ask for a code word code words. And you'll say, what should I put there?
We'll put Sparkle City, because we are in Spartanburg. So that's your code word for this week. And then a week from today at our next Zip trip, we'll announce the winner, much like last week's trip to Roebuck. We have a winner to announce, Fred.
That's right. Tanya Youngblood from Fletcher, North Carolina. Congratulations. We'll be in touch with 4 tickets to go to Dollywood. And we're going to find out the winner of this week's giveaway 1 week from today in
Flat Rock, North Carolina. We will be in Flat Rock, North Carolina, where we will announce this week's Dollywood ticket giveaway winner. But if you didn't win this round, several opportunities for you to do so because our Zip Trip season lasts all summer long.
That's right. So we will be continuing on. 2 more hours of our Zip Trip, of course, continues over on the CW62 and, of course, return here to Channel 7 from 9 to 10 for your Carolina.
Sounds like a great way to kick off the start to your Friday morning.
Friday morning. Of course, get your latest breaking news anytime at WSPA.com. Have a great Friday.